It's a strange. The church. I'm from Nashville, Pennsylvania. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's a small. Good. Don't ever go. It's a small town a little north of here. It's a weird. Baby Jesus was just stolen from the manger scene at the church down the street from me this Christmas. Baby Jesus was stolen from the manger scene, and the town went nuts. They freaked out. The church was like, "How dare somebody steal fake baby Jesus from the manger scene? This is sacrilegious." But the church had an extra fake baby Jesus. How is that not the more sacrilegious thing, you know? Like, Jesus is the only Son of God, but also we have an extra one in the basement next to the Halloween candy in case one goes. It's like, does God know you have two? Is that good for God? Does he know? How do you get two? How do you end up with an extra fake baby Jesus, you know? I think what happened is the church got upsold by a shrewd manger salesman. I think that's what happened. A real piece of shit guy, you know? He was going over the sale, like, all right, says you got the 3 wise men, nice, okay. Says here you got one fake baby Jesus. I don't want to be the one that tells you how often these things go missing, okay? You don't want to be stuck Christmas Eve having to pull a real baby from the congregation, right? So, for another $9.99, we're going to upgrade you to the Heaven Forbid package, right? So, people get weird when you talk about religion. It's a weird, everybody was raised not to, never argue about politics and religion. I disagree, man. I exclusively argue about religion. Can't lose. Nobody's ever lost a debate on religion. Nobody's at the end of like, okay, fine, I'm Muslim. That's never one time happened, ever. I do get mad when people project, though. Like, I met this girl one time, she's like, I can prove you that God's real and heaven's real. My cousin was in a car accident, he was legally dead. And the doctors brought him back to life. He said he saw heaven, and it was amazing. It's like, why'd he come back? You know? He was in heaven, and now he's like a mechanic in New Jersey again. With a DUI. He's waking up with a DUI, and that's a dumber nothing God, right? He makes heaven for you. Like, this place is beautiful, but I gotta change the oil on a Kia back on Earth real quick. You guys are fun. Fun time here at the barbershop. I like being this close to the fake guns and everything. In case it goes bad, I can simulate shooting myself in the face. Too far? Too much? I don't know where I stand on guns. It's a weird, because I lived in New York. Sometimes like people whine about guns. You know, you're like, well, we need guns to protect you. But then I'll go to my hometown in Pennsylvania and I'll see like a drunk friend shooting at a tree while kids cheer. I'm like, we need to regulate some of these guns, for sure. I know of one gun that needs to be regulated until somebody hits some bread in the system, you know? It's crazy. Some politicians want to take guns away, which that's scarier to me. Because who loves guns the most? Rednecks. What happened when the government took away alcohol from rednecks? They made moonshine and people went blind. So... Is that good? Is that good when we let rednecks be creative? Has that been good for us as a country? Last time they came up with a banjo, and that's just a racist guitar. That's all really they've done. I think the best form of gun control is the 10-pace duel. Let's bring that back, right? So you have an argument with somebody, you two meet in a field, you stand back to back, both of you walk 10 steps, and whoever has shorter legs was right. That's the way we should, that's how we should do it again. You can miss, you know? I don't know if I could handle that. You miss, it's an awkward 10-step walk back. In the middle, right? I don't know, I'd have to reevaluate how mad I was about that shit earlier, right? And that 10-step, like, maybe I don't care that much about, you can have whatever I was mad about, you can have it. This is my favorite town. I'm happy to be here, though. Like, Philadelphia is my favorite city to be in, which is not a popular opinion outside of... I don't know if you know what they're saying about Philly out there. They don't feel that. You probably hear, like, if you talk to your friends from wherever you moved here from, or everybody... None of you are from here, right? Is anybody born and raised in Philly? Okay, all right. That's more than I expected in a barbershop in this warehouse-ridden neighborhood. I didn't expect it. I thought this was super gentrified, but my bad. I didn't know you guys all grew up in the warehouses in this neighborhood, but People say that Philadelphia has like an inferiority complex, right? You always hear that shit, like Philadelphia has an attitude. It's right, Philadelphia does have an attitude as a city, but it's the country's fault. Philly got fired as the capital. You would be a dick too if that happened. Philly was the capital of this brand new great country, everything was going fine, and then out of nowhere, the country was like, hey Philly, can you come on my office real quick? Yeah, shut the door. Me and the other states talked and we decided we're gonna go in a different direction. And Philly was like, whatever, I guess I'll just go back and I'll be the capital of Pennsylvania. And the country was like, we get that to Harrisburg already, but we're gonna let you keep the Liberty Bell. And Philly was like, you fucking broke it. It's broken. It's not even a bell. I can't ring it. That's why I think the capital should come back here, man. I think we should take Washington out and be the capital again. We'll hold politicians more in check, right? We threw a snowball at Santa at an Eagles game. You don't think Mitch McConnell would probably listen to people if he was like, whoa, all right, this shit got real close to my head? Okay, so you guys can have healthcare. Take healthcare, I don't care at all. That was the only like factual joke I know, so I went to community college for 6 years and that's the only thing, and I know how to get out of a DUI. Those are the two things I know. Yeah, aside from living with my mom, my neighbor when I lived in New York, he was a retired cop, and which was weird living next to a retired cop, man. But the weird, when he retired, they gave him his cop dog, which people think is cute. Yeah, it's cute, right? Yeah, because it wasn't your neighbor, you know. It was so cute for me, right? Because I knew that guy knew he wasn't a cop anymore, but I'm pretty sure that dog did not know he was not a cop anymore. He wasn't detrained, right? He wasn't. It's all right. Just stepping on my punchlines with that. At least I have something to blame it on. You know, it's like, you don't want to go to. That's not how you want to go to jail, man. You don't want to get arrested by an off-duty cop dog. That's not cool. It's not a good jail story. It's not the guy you want to be, right? You just get in like, how'd you get in? Fucking a puppy? I'm not going to talk about it. Really. But I'm excited for the Eagles season. I'm a big-time Eagles fan. But I don't care. Like I don't care if you're not, or if like I just like the Eagles. My dad, when they were winning, he didn't yell, so that's why I like the Eagles. I have no real affiliation with it. I'm a sports nerd, right? And when growing up, where I grew up, you were either like an Eagles sports nerd or like a comic book nerd. Those are the two options. And in high school, the comic book nerds got made fun of. That's fantasy, that's not real life. But as an adult, it's way sadder to be a sports nerd, right? Because now I just look up and idolize richer, younger men than me, you know? And I know hospitals they were born in and shit. It's weird, right? And your favorite superhero will never let you down the way your favorite pro athlete will, that's for sure. Batman never got pulled over with coke and an unregistered gun. That never happened once. Superman never got Me Too. That never happened ever. That'd be a weird next day for Clark Kent in the newsroom, I think, you know? That joke will never work and I'm just gonna keep doing it. But my best friend's a big Patriots fan, and a couple years ago, his girlfriend cheated on him with Rob Gronkowski. Spider-Man will never bang a girl, man, that'll never happen. It's just at a Halloween party and that's your fault, a little bit, you know? You know what the worst part is? Every year for fantasy football, he still drafts Gronkowski first. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Couldn't do it, man. My favorite athlete ruined my relationship. I'm cheering for him. I'm not even watching that sport again for the rest of my life. In the future, my kids could be like, Daddy, what do you mean I can't play basketball? I'm gonna be the next LeBron James. I'd be like, why don't I ask your mom how close you were to being the next LeBron James? You guys are a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.